So welcome to Card Crafting at the Kearney Public Library. This is your project for November, and what we are making today are holiday cards. We've got to work a month in advance, so we've got some goodies in here for you. In your packet, you will find 4 cards with envelopes, some accent paper, some pre-stamped tags with messages and images on them, a handful of different stickers, and some of the lovely sticky dots. Other things that you might want to have with you would be double-sided tape. I love that. One of these glue pens, a corner rounder if that is something that you like, colored pencils or markers, or crayons. It just helps you dress up what you're working on. So that's kind of the basics of what you'll find in your packet this month. And we hope you have fun working on your new projects, and send those cards off to somebody that would enjoy a little bright spot in their day. Thank you. So, blank card, some card paper, some accent paper. I just outline it with the double stick tape on the back. You want to make sure that you put the double stick tape on the back side, so that when you stick it onto the card, you have your lovely images on the front. And I just like to go around the side so that it all sticks down. I don't measure the tape, I just pull pieces off. Once I've got the tape on the back of the card, I'll go ahead and put it down. You just want to make sure that it is sticking on before you add any of the other pieces to it. And I think for this one, I will use one of my little tags. I did a little bit of coloring the other day to just add a little bit more to the card. Now, because this tag, this is my little snowman one, because it's a little bit bigger, I'm just going to use tape instead of the sticky dots on there. That is certainly a personal preference on what you want to do to put your, assemble all of your pieces. Sometimes placement of these can be anywhere you like. Sometimes I set them off to the side a little bit just for something different. This one's got a really nice snowflake in the middle, so maybe I'll put it off to one side so you can see part of that image. So there's that part. And then maybe I want to add a Merry Christmas sticker off to the side or underneath it. But this would be a fun card to just use any time during our snowy months. Okay. My stickers are not cooperating today. There we go. I'm just going to take that and put it right underneath my snowman. So there is a little bit of a message underneath. And I already clipped the edges on these. I like to round the corners on my cards. It is, once again, just a personal preference. This paper has got some bells and holly on it. So we'll pick a different message to put on. And of course, anytime you want to, you could go back and add just a little bit of glitter because it's fun. Do make sure you let your glitter dry on your card before you put it in the envelope. It makes it a little bit harder at the other end if it's all stuck together inside. Okay. So that's the start of that one. And then I have a Christmas tree, and I just added a little bit of color so that the tree lit up a bit. This is one I would probably go back with a little dabs of glue and put some glitter on the ends of the candles because they light up and they're just kind of little bits of shiny in there. All right, and once again, you can place that wherever you like. And we have another little card for you to add. And maybe you want to add something like some holly, put a snowflake on the top of it, whatever it is, that would be a fun choice. Okay, I'm just going to run through one or two more cards. I have some fun snowflake paper here, and I think that this snowman sticker or tag would just fit right on there. So we'll get some tape. A little bit like building a sandwich. You've got to have your layers to make it all work. So I've got my snowflake paper, and I think I will put this snowman tag on there. So this could be for, maybe you've got somebody with a holiday birthday or a winter birthday and you just want to do something that isn't a birthday cake for their celebration. Or of course you can turn it into a Christmas card with a message inside. So there's my little snowman. And what I might want to do is add a little bit of color. You know, he needs an orange nose. And maybe a little bit of red on his scarf. Give a little bit of color there. Of course, you can play with any of the crayons, colors, whatever it is that you most want to do. You could certainly do that with markers or crayons or paint. All of those options. So just a little bit to add some pop, and maybe his we need to color his band on his hat because that just adds a little bit to it as well. If you wanted to, you could take one of these fun snowflake stickers and maybe he's got one in his hand. Just add a little something to that card. Now this one I already had all put together except for the tag. Yes, I feel like I go through miles of double stick tape, but it's such a quick and easy way to get all of this down. You could certainly use glue if that is something that's handier for you. And then just to put this down. You can always, I do lots of horizontal cards, but certainly you're not locked into that. You could change that up and make it a vertical one too. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then maybe right in the middle where that we've stamped that snowflake, it would be fun to put, once again, another one of these little snowflake stickers, if it will cooperate. And it fits pretty nicely right over the middle of that message. So you can do that. You can always decorate the insides of these with stickers or some of your favorite stamps as well if you like. I do suggest that if you use these with the gems on the outside, you put just a facing piece of paper over them before you stick them in the envelope. The U.S. Postal Service is really picky about that envelope bit, so make sure that you get it in your envelope so you can send it off to someone you care about. There's about a few other cards in that I have done in the past for Christmas. Like I said, you can color it, add to it. This was the other one I showed you how to make. I would go back and add a little bit of glitter on there just for something fun. You can certainly do it with metallic markers too. This one is very simple. I really liked the paper and didn't want to take too much away from it, so I just put some glue on with my little glue pen, sprinkle glitter on it, and it just added a little pop to it. This one I had some sparkly washi tape. There is all kinds of washi tape, so you can decorate just to add another little piece to it. This is another one, that same stamp that you have. I just dressed it up with a little glitter. This is the background stamp. Here is one of my favorite. I use it for all kinds of seasons, but it seemed fitting that the cardinals would be up in the tree, so I added that one. And then, because sometimes puns are fun, I did Merry Christmas to you, and of course had to add some glitter to it. So have fun with your cards and send them off to brighten someone's day. Thank you for joining me for Arts and Crafts again, or for card crafting, and we will be back with a new project in December. So feel free to visit our website, our Facebook page, and register for whatever appeals to you. Thank you.